Finally. So a very good evening to all of you and welcome on madrisluxury.co. A warm welcome to His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Tunisia, New Delhi, Mr. Nejmeddin Lakhal. A warm welcome to you, His Excellency.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. And good evening to everyone who's watching us and listening to us. And sorry for this delay because of my lack of technical knowledge, I think.
No worries. It's with everyone. We are just all of us in the new normal, getting used to the technology now. So it's perfectly fine. Not to worry.
Good.
So, Nejmeddin Lakhal, His Excellence, today we would like to know your journey and your story.
Well, it's a long journey. If I start from the beginning, so we need more than 2 or 3 days to talk about my journey. But if I talk about India, so my assignment in India. So as I told you the last time, so my whole since I joined the Ministry of External Affairs, my first assignment they were in North America. So and I work also as in the German desk, and so I was not expecting to be assigned in India and as an ambassador. So when I was appointed, it was surprising for me. So because I knew what is India from through the Bollywood movie, but I didn't know. I know it's not a country; it's a planet. So and so to discover. So and honestly, when I came to India, it was everything was new for me. So and it was a great discovery. So believe me, when the first day when I was walking in the street, it was like I was in a Bollywood movie. So it's like a Bollywood movie. So everybody is playing a role. So what you see in Bollywood movie, you see in India. So with the diversity, with the everything, the colors. So it's really India itself. It's a Bollywood movie. So it's like you are in a movie. But I didn't have a role because I'm a foreigner. I was in India. So unfortunately for me, maybe after I finish my assignment, I will have a role. So I don't know. It's a great journey. So every day I discover something. I think I need more time to discover India. I didn't have enough time. But so far, I discovered things that I never imagined to discover. I learned a lot of things. I made a lot of friends. It's a beautiful country. The people are very nice and friendly. So I still need more time to discover some of the wonderful places on earth that exist in India.
Absolutely. And it's a huge country and so much of, diversity, unity and diversity here in our country. And if I may ask, it's been how many years you're here in India now?
So by next November, it will be 4 years. By the 31st of next November, it will be 4 years. Already, it went so fast. I mean, the time went so fast, so it's really, it's like yesterday.
And also, like His Excellency, if I may ask you, what is it that you like most about India besides Bollywood? I'm sure everybody outside our country loves Bollywood. So what is the other thing that you like about our country here?
There's a lot of things, I mean, that we love in India. A lot of things. So I like them. First of all, we like the people. I mean, the people, they are very welcome people. They are very close to us. So, I mean, when you are here, you don't feel homesick because we are close when it comes to value, to tradition, to even the food. Tunisian eats spicy food like Indian do. So most of the spices we use that are brought from India. So as I told you, you don't feel homesick. So, but
that's really nice to know.
There is many things that a person would love about India. So it's incredible, India.
Yeah. And what do you think is not nice also about India, which you think should change and get better? What is one area?
Well, nobody is perfect. Perfection is not human characteristic. We all try to get close to perfection. So maybe if I tell you something which is not good, some other will tell you it's good. So we are as you. We have to be what we are. So human being had the same bad side. So if whatever I have as a bad side, any Indian can have it. So, but we all are have our own characteristic that we should keep. I think that there is no differences between Indian and all human beings. We are good side and bad side, so that is the human nature. So I think Indian are like any human being on earth. So there's nothing I can tell bad. So because we have our bad side, so everybody has bad side. But there are more things. When you are in India, there are things that attract you, that the good things. So because the bad things we all have them. So there are beautiful things in India that's why people, there are so many people who come to visit India and to read about India. So I would say that good things are more than bad things. So then don't change.
Oh, nice to know, and a very lovely reply, I must say. And I believe you have a background of law degree. You've been educated and trained in the law degree, international law, Algeria, and program at the Diplomatic Institute, essay on preventive diplomacy, Tunisia, training program at the European Commission, and training program at National Defense Institute, training program on international crisis management, Paris, training seminar on the first line of defenses, the 15th causes on new security issues, the Geneva Center for Security Policy, ISDB, WTO Regional Trade Negotiation Skills course for Arab countries, Dubai and UAE. Yeah. All these countries.
Yes.
So you have a huge background of the law education. And
that's why I have that's why my hair is gray.
Yes, highly qualified, I must say. And your professional experience as a Directorate of Multilateral Cooperation, Deputy Director for Multilateral Cooperation, New York, Canada, and Germany. You've been to all these countries.
I worked on the German desk, but I didn't work in Germany. I worked in Washington, I worked in Canada, and I worked in New York. Those were the 3 postings I had. I started working as a young diplomat in Washington from 1995 to 2001. And then I went back home. I was Canada desk officer for 6 years, and then I went to Canada for 4 years, and then I went to New York as deputy chief of mission, and then went back home. So, and then from there, I spent 4 years, and then I was assigned ambassador of Tunisia to India.
And how have your experience been working in all these countries, as well as India and your own country? So, what difference do you see, and how do you feel? Which country is your favorite, if I may ask? I'm not sure if you would like to reply that.
Yeah, I can. It's my country. It's my favorite one. It's my own country. So,
Tunisia.
Because, wherever you go, you like the country. Honestly, like I see the Indian, they live everywhere. But they're so attached to their country. At the end of, before they retire, they come back home. Because you see, it's nice to be abroad. It's nice to go to those great countries. But the feeling you have in your own country, you can't find it abroad. When you walk in your own country, you feel that you own everything. And that's the feeling you can't have it outside, even if you live in comfortable situation. But the feeling, the attachment that you have with our country, that you wouldn't have it with any other country. So my favorite country is Tunisia, which is with everything. So, and I think we have beautiful country. But talking about my experience, wherever I went, I learned from something. I start by the United States. It's a great country. The people are very kind and nice, very friendly. So it's a big and huge country. So, and then Canada, the thing I didn't like about Canada, maybe the Canadian will blame me, it's the snow. I know they like snow. If you take snow from them, they wouldn't like it. So it was too much cold, too cold. But, I mean, we get used to it. We start learning how to ski, and then we nearly broke our back. But that's the risk we take. So I went to New York. New York is very special. So I spent some time there. So wherever you go, you make friends, you discover new tradition, you discover food. So it's different from your country. So it's the same in India. India, it's more rich because it's old civilization. Every 50 kilometers in India, you find new tradition, new food, new language. I think you have just 22 official language. and you have I don't know how many thousand local language, and so that's why I see India as a planet. It's not a country. For me, it's a planet. So, and it's a country that every day you can discover you can discover new things. So I was lucky to travel. I was lucky to travel. I was really blessed and had lucky to go and visit all those countries. Even before I joined the Ministry of External Affairs, I turned Europe. I visited many countries when I was a student. So, and then when I start, it's different when you're a student and when you start working, it's much different. So,
right, true. Very well expressed about all the countries, I must say. And you rightly said, East or West, home is the best. So
yes,
maybe you travel the world, but ultimately you love your own country. You love your own, place where you're born and brought up. And
it's a part of you. It's a part
yes.
of you. It's like your nose. You can't take off your nose from your face. That's your country.
Your heart will always stay with your own country. True.
Yes,
and,
of course, definitely.
Yeah, and you also happen to be a highly accomplished person, like you have been a UN legal advisor, member of Tunisian delegation to various international conferences, forums and gatherings, such as World Bank and IMS, as well as representative of the Republic of Tunisia to various international conferences, forums and gatherings, such as World Bank and IMS, annual meetings, member of Tunisian delegation dealing with Africa, Germany, USA and Canada. And
yes.
head of Tunisian delegation to the General Assembly of the Costa Rica.
Yes, that was June 2002. That was June 2001. That was just a few months before I finished my assignment in Washington. So I represent my country in the General Assembly of the American State Organization. It was a time to discover Costa Rica, a beautiful country.
Okay, right. So you happen to have stayed at most beautiful places in the country, and I believe as a, His Excellency and Ambassador, you get VIP treatment, and you're treated like a Maharaja. As a
No, not really. No. Only in India you are treated like Maharaja, but when you go to other countries, you are treated very normal. But here in India, that's true. If you travel outside Delhi, you are treated like a Maharaja. They're very kind and very welcoming country, people. So wherever you go, especially I went to Hampi for the festival, and we were treated honestly, wherever I travel outside to states,
right.
So.
Right. So it's really nice to know that India is really known for hospitality. Even now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It has always been like that, but from you. And also, His Excellency, you have been in the Ministry of National Economy, Assistant to the Legal Advisor, Ministry of National Economy, and Principal Liaison Officer to legal departments of the ministries, including the Prime Minister Office and public and private enterprises. So it's a work.
This is when I first started my career as government employee. I was working with the legal advisor of the Minister of Economy, who was a very competent guy. So I worked 3 years there before moving to the Ministry of External Affairs as diplomat to the diplomatic corps. So. But if you give me 2 minutes, so I would like to. I know a lot of people are watching us, and maybe a lot of them don't know Tunisia. So I think we know India.
I wasn't going to come to that. Would love to know about Tunisia as a country. If you can tell something about Tunisia.
Tunisia is very old. It's a small country, but it's a very old nation. The foundation of Tunisia goes back to 1814 BC by Phoenician queen with the name of Alisa. She came from Lebanon and she founded Carthage. And Carthage at the time was a very powerful city, was very in the Mediterranean. They went also to Spain, to Italy. Sicily used to be part of Carthage. And after it was we still, if you go now to Tunisia, you will find, because the land they choose is very fertile land, and the landscape is beautiful. So it's and then through history, so Carthage have been the land of Tunisia there is a melting of civilization that went through the time in Tunisia. So after the Phoenician, there was the Roman. The Roman, they were the one who destroyed Carthage after the Punic War, the Second Punic War. And I think everybody knows Hannibal, the General Hannibal, who who defeated the Roman in the First Punic War before being himself by the Roman, and after that the Roman destroyed Carthage the ground, and then they built it again, and they put many monuments, including one Coliseum, who is in the city called El Jem in Tunisia, which is, I think, better preserved than the one in Rome. So if you go to Tunisia, you will see a melting civilization by the Roman, the Arabs, the French, the Ottoman, the Byzantine, many civilizations. And there is some research that say that Tunisia, there was a new civilization which called Cabisia. They discovered which is 10,000 years older than when they founded Carthage. So it's a very old nation. So
it has a history. It also has history.
Yes, it has a long history, full of many things. And until now, if somebody comes to Tunisia, we have one of the best collection of mosaics that comes from the Roman period. So there are many things that people can discover besides the land, before the climate, the food, and of course the historical site. Yeah. So there are many things to discover in Tunisia.
Yeah. So are the Tunisian borders open for tourists, and the measures in place to ensure safety and prevention at the moment?
Yes. On the 27th of June, I mean next week or in a couple of days, the borders, space border, and all the borders, all the Tunisian border will be open for tourists. And then of course we have health protocol that is in place to make sure that every single tourist who's coming to visit Tunisia is safe.
Yeah,
so there are a lot of measures that are being taken. Yes, of course, it's very important for us and for the tourists who come in to visit. So whoever wants to come visit Tunisia, it's safe and it's very secure for everybody.
And how Tunisia dealt with coronavirus crisis? Is it corona-free now?
It's quite free. For the last few days it was free. I think yesterday they discovered one case. We have some people, some Tunisian, for 1 million we had one death. Every 1 million we have one death. So elderly people. So, but lately we have some Tunisian coming from zones, from country that they have some infection. Those has been taken, the government took care of them. They they check them. If they have virus, they took them straight to the hospital. They do free analysis. We did evacuation of about 25,000 Tunisian from abroad. We took care about 16,000. The government pay for their treatment, 16,000. So even it's
awesome. So the government is also taking the responsibility, basically.
Yes.
And that helped it to kind of deal with the crisis. That helped the country to deal with the crisis.
Yes, of course.
And what can Indians discover in Tunisia specific to the Indian tourists, Indian people who travel there?
Yeah, I think Indian can.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that Indian can discover in Tunisia, and whoever is looking for history, he will find it. If you're looking for food, you find it. If you're looking for relaxing, you find it. If you want to have your wedding in Tunisia, you can find a place. If you want to spend your honeymoon, you can. If you want to buy souvenirs and things, you can. So it's whatever you're looking for, you will find it. So
wonderful. Yeah, I'm sure. It sounds exciting. And does your country provide any recognized courses, diplomas, or degrees to the Indian students over there? Any diplomas, degrees, or courses for students, like exchange program?
Well, you know, our university are very open to any yeah. Well, we have international universities in Tunisia, and the university are open for any foreign student. When it comes to diplomat, we have small institute, but we are opening an international diplomatic academy, which will open on 22, I think. So, and then by the time I'm sure many foreign diplomats will be coming to Tunisia to take some training at the academy.
Okay, great.
Especially for those who are assigned in the region, so they can be familiar with the region before their assignment in that region.
Okay, right. Even for the cultural exchange online in various fields of art.
Well, when it comes to cultural exchange, we have a program. We have a program with India.
Okay, I see. And does your embassy in Delhi provide for any facilities that we Indians ought to know about? Any facilities that we need to know about? And visa, what is the visa formality? Do you get it on arrival?
Well, I should have talked the first thing. It's a free visa. It's a free visa.
I see.
It's a free visa. It's not a visa on arrival. The visa requirement have been waived from Indian tourists. So any Indian who want to go as a tourist to Tunisia, he doesn't need a visa. Only what he needs is a valid passport, hotel booking, and the ticket, return ticket. That's it. It's not a visa on arrival. So when you arrive, they just stamp your hotel, your passport, and you can spend up to 3 months in Tunisia.
Awesome. So just pack your bags with your passport and you can fly to Tunisia.
Yes, anytime. And yes. You don't need to wait on a queue.
Yeah, absolutely. So that makes it really convenient and more exciting to visit Tunisia now. And also, His Excellency, I would like to know if you have any message around COVID this time to the listeners and to the viewers today. Any message you would like to give regarding COVID-19 to the audience?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank them for being patient with us. Last week we tried and it didn't work, so I really thank them for being patient. The second thing, I would thank them to be with us online and listening to us. And when it comes to coronavirus, I think 70% of the effort have to come from the public, from the people themselves. The government can do much. It can do, but the people are the most responsible to prevent the virus from propagating among people. They have to strictly respect the measure of prevention. And it's 70%, as I said, or more effort that has to come from the people. So they have to be responsible. They have to be very careful.
Right, absolutely. And as you know, His Excellency, the program is about madrisluxury.co. Definition of luxury according to you.
The what?
The definition of luxury according to you. High-end lifestyle or extraordinary living. What is exceptional living for you or exceptional life for you?
It's something.
Yeah.
I think I said it all.
Okay. So also cross-cultural communications. You've been the liaison officer for journalists, U.S. congressional staffers, and Canadian Parliament staffers, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, NGOs, and general public. Tunisia's alternate observer, the OAS Washington DC representative of Tunisia to Interlust, Washington DC liaison officer for human rights issues, and lot of of more cultural. Hello? Yeah. I think the network is gone. So looking forward for a lot of more cultural associations with Tunisia. It's been a pleasure and honor listening to His Excellency Ambassador of the Republic of Tunisia, Mr. Nejmeddin Lakhal. Thank you so much for being here, and it's been a real pleasure and honor. Thank you.